Good afternoon and welcome to Manhattan Beach Chamber of Commerce's third annual Unity in the Community event. We're live here in Manhattan Beach Studios on the MBS Media Campus. I'm David Archer, the President and CEO of the Manhattan Beach Chamber of Commerce. It's my great pleasure to be here. Again, we have an amazing panel this year. We're at Manhattan Beach Studios. Big props for them for hosting us here. We are the second event to happen on this newly renovated stage. So we're super excited to be here. As you may know, this is a one-of-a-kind of event in the South Bay, and so thank you for joining us. So Brent, finding out that happened at school today, right? Recently as today, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm surprised to hear that, and usually it's that never really happens often. But when it does happen, I'm very disappointed in the people that would take action, and that's why at Miracosta we have this new motive called Uplift. We are currently trying to uplift ourselves while uplifting everyone around us, other students, other staff members, teachers, community members as well. We're trying to bring everyone together, and our goal isn't to punish, like you said, the individuals that would commit these actions, but we're just trying to educate everyone so we're all on the same page. We all know what hurts each other. We all know what makes each other feel good. And our goal is just to uplift everybody in our community overall.
So when we're talking about young people and what's going on in the community, I'm going to look to you, Brent. Share with us a time in which you experienced or witnessed hate in your area. And I know Miracosta has gone through a lot here, as the rabbi just mentioned, but just share with us some information that you have or that you have experienced.
You know, the hate I've seen started well before Miracosta. I saw my first symbol of hate back all the way in 6th grade at the middle school here. And I saw it as a symbol of hate. We learned about it in history classes, but no one really touched upon it more. You would see it frequently in bathroom stalls, on desks, on chairs, like engraved into seats, just lines. But we can obviously make out the symbol. We had assemblies that would attempt to educate us, but those assemblies would really just allow kids to keep joking about it more. It was like just spreading around. People would say words and slurs across campus, and obviously people would laugh about it, pass it on, pass it by, and that was wrong, obviously. And these were also to one specific religion, nothing specific, but very direct. So it kept going. Most of us, including me at the time, just kept our heads down, and kind of ignored it, just let it go. We would hear about it 7th grade, you'd hear about it 8th grade, you'd hear about it 9th grade. You thought it'd be left behind. You saw it at Costa still. We had a break over the pandemic a little bit. We didn't go to school, so there was nothing happening. But then we had incidents happening throughout the world during the pandemic, which kind of woke me up in a way and said something needs to change. But I can't change the world, obviously, but I can start here in Manhattan Beach. So I got back junior year, starts noticing things, observing, analyzing, and senior year is where I decided to finally make my change. I've seen enough hate symbols, crimes, hearing slurs as jokes, and now in September, I created this first event just to see how it would work and to analyze. It's called 100 Yards of Unity. I invited students, staff members, community members onto the field during one of our football games. We started small. A football game, everyone comes to football games. Middle schoolers, elementary kids, parents of athletes, and we were playing Culver City at the time. So people from another community would come here, and I thought it would be a perfect idea to unify as much as possible at that moment. We had over 140 yards of people holding hands across the track. We stretched from one end zone to the other end zone, all linking up. We also had the crowd with our hands up, and that's when I realized that we can make a difference. It would be a small difference, but difference is change, and change is good. And we can start one at a time. So I just the goal of that was not necessarily to educate everybody, because you can't reach the whole audience, but it's to maybe try to wake up other people who were like me, who were afraid to stand up, but wake those people up so they won't be afraid, and they can see someone who has stood up and say, I can do that next. I want to create change, and we can start small. Start at my elementary school. Start with my classroom. Let me take what I learned here. Let me take it home. Let me tell my brother, my sister, hey, Mom, check out what I experienced it at the football game. Let's try to take this and make it part of our routine. So once you start one plant a seed, now you have to wait for it to grow, and hopefully over time more will develop and keep spreading across. But I just wanted to start local, start where I'm comfortable first.
Anybody else want to weigh in on that question before we move on?
I do think media has a big impact on kids, especially. The kids, the teenagers, they're the future, you know? So I think this age of technology has really stunted all of us in a way.
I agree.
We've had, for example, we had Vine in the very beginning. Vine's like short form content, which has now evolved to Musical.ly, which now evolved to TikTok. Now Instagram has it. Snapchat has it. I think social media has been a whole lie, you know? We always want to see the perfect things, or we want to see someone get hurt. America's funniest videos, you know? It's all people getting hurt, people failing. We don't, for some reason, the media does not want to see people succeed. And I think that's the problem. We need to hit hard and show the kids that positivity can help. You know, you get someone opens the door for you, you smile, thank you, you know? You feel good a little bit. They feel good for helping you, and you feel good that they helped you. Small things of smiling. You see someone come down the street, give them a smile, a nod. Small things like that create change and create ripple effects. Because the right person who receives that change will soon take the initiative to keep going, pass it forward, paying it forward almost, you know? And I think that's what's important to do is to pay it forward while also treating yourself. You want to help all these people, but you have to take care of yourself first, obviously. You want to learn about who you are, where you come from, so you get that right, and then you can help the people around you, the people closest to you, your friends, your family. And you can all make yourselves all feel better and share that on social media. Share your happiness. Share what you want to share rather than sharing what you think other people want to see instead.
I know this is a whole different segment, but I appreciate what you said, Brent, because the young people were affected more than we all know through 2020. And the communication skills are not good because they had no way to communicate except for social media and their cell phones, texting. And it upsets me when I hear kids talking and having a conversation and they're talking as though they're texting. The communication skills are something that we have to work on, and that is going to help everybody move forward, and that's communication across the board. And for our young people, that's even more so because they're our future. So I appreciate you and everything that you said, and I appreciate you being here.
I think love is very important. I was very fortunate. I've been raised with love. I grew up with Monsignor Barry. I got, what's it called? The communion, I got confirmation. I've been loved by family. I've had fortunate enough that grandparents are here, alive. Family, extended family. I have friends, teachers. I feel like all the teachers from all my schools have shown effort of love. And I think that's where I want to hit love. I think love is very important, and I try to share that with my videos, what I create. In these events, for example, football games, basketball games, you see these crowds come together. They're smiling, they're laughing. I point the camera at them, they come together, they hug each other. You don't know who they are, but you hug them, you get close for this picture. They laugh it off after I snap it. They continue to enjoy their game, they enjoy the whole night, grab food, and go to In-N-Out after a football game or a basketball game. And I try to convey that in the videos I create afterwards. I create the love, try to recreate the happiness and joy that when I share it, the people who are there or the people who weren't there, they can rewatch it, they can experience it again, or if not, share it to someone, and they would feel that positive joy of seeing the event or the people all smiling, joyous, and coming together. And that's what I love to do. I love to show the good parts, only the good parts if I can. Obviously, there are bad parts, but what's the benefit of showing that bad part? You bring someone down in the day. I only see benefits with showing the good stuff. Make someone's day, show them a highlight, show them a reason to continue the day, you know? And I think that's very important in every day, showing people love, showing people a purpose. And everyone, if you give them a purpose, they'll continue to chug along and maintain and march towards that goal. And I think the goal, like to build off, is consideration. I think that's a very important goal that I personally never thought of. And I think that's something I will take into my everyday life now, and something that I want to build upon and share with the people around me, and try to create something that Miracosta, something that involves consideration. I will pitch it. I will try to create something that is meaningful, and hopefully that we start with these teenagers here, and maybe if I'm fortunate enough, bring it to the middle school as well, and keep moving down so that everyone here in Manhattan Beach, at least, will start learning the importance of consideration and love. And that's something I will work on after today. I'd like to say that maybe the most important thing that's ever been said to me is change matters. Those two words, it changed the way I think, because I think you change one little thing. You turn just 2 seconds of your day, reflect, put a smile back on your face, you're set for the day almost. Something puts you down, take 5 seconds for yourself, embrace it, be a little mad, a little sad, change back to put a smile on, just push through, because when you just forget about the bad stuff to yourself, like those bad feelings to yourself, you can really move forward and try to better yourself in other ways. So that's what I take into account.
So I just want to thank everyone again. It's been truly an honor to sit on the panel with these amazing community leaders, and we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep this going. We have to make change, and we literally are going to do it by coming together. And today we did just that. We came together. It's all about unity.
Yep, this was a powerful group. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy days and canceling appointments. And I know Monsignor's going to run out here in just a second, but I appreciate you all and thank you all for coming out. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.